Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our Soul Link Nuzlocke of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. My name is Kurt, and I'm here with John.
Hello, hello.
Right now, this is the team we're rolling with. If you're just jumping in, well, first of all, jump back to the first 3 episodes, but basically, this is a traditional Nuzlocke, but our Pokemon are bonded together. So if one of my Pokemon faints, one of his Pokemon faints. If I catch a Pokemon, he has to also catch the Pokemon of the same encounter. So far, doing pretty good. We've only had one death, I think, and it was in service of a greater cause.
Absolutely.
So we're doing okay. I think we
Yeah.
have to teach cut to something though, which is not exciting.
Yeah, I think we have maybe one or two missed catches, but other than that, we just have one that actually died. So I was just taking a
Right.
look in our box to see the different options we had in here. I have a Quilava, a Tauros, and a Trapinch.
You have some great options. I believe I have a Squirtle, a Spearow, and a Marill, which is not
Yep.
terrible, but not great.
Mm-hmm. Can't believe you don't want a Azurill on your
Azurill
Azumarill.
is fine, but I have a Swampert. Why would I want an Azurill?
What? You don't want more water Pokemon?
I actually don't.
My team's looking
So I believe
pretty good.
our next step is going into this warehouse, yes?
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, I gotta figure out who I want to teach cut to. I believe I've made all HMs compatible with everyone, so just for ease of access, because you never know who you would end up with on your team. I'm gonna teach mine
I have a Linoon who can learn every HM, so it's fine. Oh,
teach
good.
to
The
Meryl
TM for Astonish.
That's surprising.
Hardy, hardy, har.
I gotta throw in the awful comedy right when we get started. One of our great viewers reminded us we actually had cut because he claims that we never noticed. I feel like that's definitely something we noticed, and he's just thinking he didn't. Definitely not that
Wait,
we didn't notice we had it.
oh, had cut? Yeah. Yeah, that's what Cynthia gave us, apparently.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go
All right,
see
I'm
what
going
I
in.
have over. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I want to see what item you have as well. What's up, guys?
Recruiting.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I'm here
We're
for the
working
job
here's
interview.
working here's out of this world. I got flamethrower.
John, this this is illegal
Let's see who can learn it. I'm curious.
because didn't you randomize TMs?
I did Dodrio,
Oh my gosh, you crawled
Crocodile,
up.
or Crawdaunt, and wow, Spiritomb. Interesting. I think
That's
Spiritomb's more of
deadly.
a physical attacker, though, isn't it?
Oh, I'm actually not sure. I just kind of assumed it has high special attack because it's a ghost, but I guess that's not fair.
Oh, it's a little higher. Not much. Special is okay. All right. Oh, let's see. A while since we played. Kind of excited to jump back into it.
Yeah, got to get back in the swing of things.
Yep.
Since we last played, I'm going to jump right into the biggest news.
Yeah.
Nintendo has fully revealed the Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh yeah. I just jumped
And
into a
I
doubles battle, I
personally,
think, and didn't
what do you
notice.
say?
I jumped into a doubles battle, I think.
Oh, yeah, I talked to him, so I broke it up. Good luck.
I'm going big or going home over here. I'm fighting
You're just
chefs.
you're just trying to get done fast.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so what are your thoughts on the Switch 2? I haven't even watched the videos yet. I've only looked
You
at the
haven't watched
news.
the video?
Well, we were talking about recording and then we didn't. So I
True.
was going to do a full on reaction for if we were going to watch the video, but didn't end up working out
Oh,
that way.
well, I was just trying to organize a discussion about it
Oh, okay. Well, I
because
just misinterpreted.
no, you're fine. I mean, you were the only one who was able to record. Everyone else had to cancel, so we just decided not to do the video. But well, let me paint you a picture, John.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen a little bit of it. Yeah.
Imagine the Switch that you have, but the screen is 7.9 inches wide,
Okay.
and it's the same thickness, but the controllers are bigger in your hand.
Hmm.
Have I sold you yet?
Yes, I am very interested in the Switch too.
Yes.
However, I'm kind of annoyed that the color for the Joy Cons is going to be covered up. You know?
Yeah, but there is still the color on the like underneath the control sticks on the Joy-Cons.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Okay.
like a ring of color underneath the joysticks,
Okay. I guess that's good. Yeah, you're right.
but
You're right.
it is much less vibrant. But
Mm-hmm.
you know they're going to release like multiple colors of
Oh,
this.
special editions. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and even just different colors. Like the Switch had 3 or 4 sets that were just
Mm-hmm.
rainbow. You know, they weren't for anything specific.
Right. Right.
But
And I've been hearing a lot about the game announcements that were made at this too.
yeah, so they showed off Mario Kart World. John, you can play as a cow in Mario Kart World.
what
You can play
what
as
game is the
you can play
cow
as
from?
it's from Mario Kart. There's a track called Moo Moo Meadows, and it's one of those
I remember
cows.
that. You can
You can
just
also
be the
play
cow.
as a crab
Yeah.
from Mario Bros. For the arcade, and you can play as a bat from uh, Super Mario World, maybe.
Okay. Huh.
So basically, what I'm trying to say is like, if it's a Mario character and it exists, it seems like you can play as it. You can even
Interesting.
play as the penguins you throw off a cliff in Super Mario 64.
Get your revenge on Mario after all these years, huh?
Exactly. But that looks really good. It's going to be open world.
Really?
Um, so it's like
What does that
they basically
mean?
made like a giant island. All
Okay.
the tracks are spread on the island, and you can physically drive from place to place.
Just like the Grand Theft Auto of the Mario universe?
People have been comparing it to Burnout and to Horizon.
Okay.
Not series that I'm super familiar with, but if you've played either of those, that might get you
Yeah, I'm
kind of
kind
an
of
idea.
familiar with it. Yeah. Hmm. Very
But I'm
interesting.
very excited. I fully intend to be a moo moo cow main.
Sounds wonderful. And then I heard some stirrings about Donkey Kong as well. Kind of interested to know more about that. Did they have a video for that one and everything? I heard they didn't even
Yeah,
announce who was making it though.
Nintendo's been doing that. They did that with Princess Peach Showtime. Um, they did that with another game that escapes my brain at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But literally, they're just like, just play it, and when you beat it, you'll find out who made it. And it's like that's not
That's kind of crazy.
first. First of all, that's not good for the consumer because
Yeah.
if the consumer's favorite developer is making a game, they deserve to know about it. Or if a developer they don't enjoy is making a game, they deserve to know that.
Yeah.
And two, all you're doing is not advertising your studios.
Right. It's definitely a missed
Like,
opportunity, I'd say, on their end.
yeah, people are assuming it's the Mario Odyssey team, which it probably is. So it's going to be great. But they haven't
Mm,
said that, and so that makes me think: is it not the Mario Odyssey team? Why wouldn't you want to put that out there?
I feel like the Mario Odyssey team will be working on the next main Mario game.
Well, maybe. I don't know. All I know is rumors and stuff. Okay, I gotta get out of here. This
Surely,
convenience stores.
you know they've got that Mario game has to come out very close to when the Nintendo Switch 2 release.
I don't know. I think because the Donkey Kong game is a 3D platformer,
Mm-hmm.
so I think that's filling the niche that a launch Mario game might fill. And I could be wrong. They could announce something and launch it in the fall, and they just haven't shown
Yeah.
it yet. But the story goes that Retro Studios,
Mm-hmm.
which is the Metroid Prime and Donkey Kong Country Returns series developers, were working on a Donkey Kong game,
Mm-hmm.
but and then another team was handling Metroid Prime 4, but then Metroid Prime 4 like had to be they restarted development on it several years ago.
Right. Yeah, I remember that.
So the story goes that they canceled their Donkey Kong project to work on Metroid Prime 4,
Mm-hmm.
and then presumably this other team either started from scratch or kind of picked up the scraps and are building it. But the animations and the art style remind me of Mario Odyssey. So
Okay.
that's my guess, but I could easily be wrong.
I could see that actually. It's just me thinking about it. I don't know why they would make that swap like that because Mario's, I'm not gonna say Donkey Kong's not a household name, but I'm gonna say it's not as prominent as Mario. That's a hot
I
take.
don't think
Then
that's a hot
I'll
take.
okay.
I don't think that's a hot take, but I do think that Nintendo holds Donkey Kong in higher esteem than maybe he is in the modern age.
Okay. Yeah. Okay,
Like
I could see that.
let's you might know this already, so
Mm-hmm.
but they made a Super Mario World theme park, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
If you were going to add an expansion using another Nintendo IP, what would you use?
Yoshi's Island.
Yoshi, Zelda, Pokemon, like any of those to me would make sense.
Not Donkey Kong.
But then they went for Donkey Kong, and Donkey Kong still makes sense,
Yeah.
but this is a not a good situation that I'm in.
The
Hold
only
on.
reason I say Yoshi's Island is because it goes along with, Mario, like
Well,
Yoshi's.
assume yeah, and maybe that's what they were thinking with the Donkey Kong thing
Yeah.
as well. I gotta get out of here, John. What do you think my best move is?
Mm,
Togatum?
yeah, that isn't that your go-to?
I mean,
Uh,
pretty much. Just use Air Slash.
I think that makes sense. What's actually an air slash?
I think it's 100. Oh,
I
95.
was gonna say, oh, 95 is still not bad.
No, it's not. I think that's what I'm gonna go for because he doesn't have anything. All right, let's go with it. But anyway, I just feel like because of that, they're making a really big push and they're saying no, Donkey Kong is like a super important character to us.
Well, hey, this
Um,
may bring him back into the spotlight. You never know.
yeah, and I think the Mario movie, had a big part in that as well
Mm-hmm.
because there's a new Donkey Kong design. Oh, one shot, got him.
Critical hit. Okay, that makes sense.
There's a new Donkey Kong design that's being used in this new game, which by the way is Donkey Kong Bonanza, which is an amazing name.
Yeah.
And then the same design or similar design, not the exact same, is being used in Mario Kart World, and they're both very similar to the Mario movie version, not
Mm-hmm.
as much the traditional Donkey Kong design.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I don't know. I am optimistic about it.
Yeah, I mean, it did look pretty good. The stuff I did see on it, and then I also seen the false hope that's being given to the Silk Song fans, and hoping they're getting their game finally.
It
I
is
hope it's true for
uh,
them though.
it is hilarious that people have been shouting about Silk Song for years,
Mm-hmm. Well, it had
and
that Xbox thing that come out that was like, yeah, it's releasing this year, and that was like a few years ago, right?
that was like maybe 2021 or so,
And
and then
now
that
they're
didn't
getting the same
happen.
thing.
But I don't know. Then I guess it's a third party game, so who can really say?
Yeah,
But Nintendo doesn't usually
I was gonna say they normally don't. Yeah,
don't usually show off games with release windows that are inaccurate.
right.
But it's a third party game, so that probably doesn't actually mean anything.
And it still said 2025, no particular date picked out, and we're a third into the year, almost.
Yeah, I have hope.
Yeah, I do too. I definitely would have voted for it for our for our thing, but I or tried to bid on it anyway. And I forgot all about it.
For our fantasy game
Yep.
critic league. Well, that's okay. Joe stole it from me, so
It was confusing to me because he said that he didn't vote, he didn't bid on any. I was like, what?
yeah. What he meant is that he counterbid my bid.
Oh, okay.
So I was wondering if anybody bid on it out of the gate, or if the only reason everybody stole my games was because we did public bidding this year.
So my idea was that I was gonna go in after y'all picked them and then pick some. I already knew I needed to go in and pick them, but I was like, well, I'll just counter bid the ones that someone else does. I don't know why I was thinking that. I guess because it was gonna be public regardless, so I was just gonna let one of
Yeah,
y'all do it.
there's no sneaky way to do it.
Right.
But I didn't have any challenge on the Hyrule Warriors game, which I feel confident will come out this year, and we'll get at least an 80 something.
There you go. What do I have that's super effective against Laren?
Do you have any
On.
fighting moves? Ground.
You have Grant. Bone Club with the 85 accuracy.
Well, I mean, it'll work. Rock Smash, also not a great option, but also super effective.
Yeah. This guy knows Rock Smash and Cut. This is just my HM companion right now.
That's okay. That's what my line noon is. John, one more thing about Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to call it. I think it
Okay.
is a prequel.
Really? To what game?
Yes. Just to Donkey Kong as a concept.
Oh, okay.
I think that he is, because, you know, usually Donkey Kong is a grown gorilla.
Yeah.
I think in this game, he's like a kid.
Oh, really? The
Because he
teenage
looks
Donkey
young.
Kong.
He looks young and he's wearing overalls for some reason. And the overalls remind me of like Tiny Kong and Kitty
Yeah.
Kong and all the other younger Kong characters that wear clothes.
Okay. Interesting.
So I'm
Interesting. I'm kind of curious to know now.
I'm calling it. You heard it here, first,
Yep.
folks. This is it.
I'm curious if they're gonna announce another Animal Crossing game at some point soon.
Oh, I
Probably
bet they
not,
will.
but might be a little bit. I'm trying to think of where they would take the series next. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. They did the full terraforming thing,
Yeah.
which was kind of a lot for me personally.
Yeah. I mean, it did pick a perfect time to come out, though.
That's true. All they need to do is engineer another pandemic, and they'll be fine.
Exactly. um, why is Bumblebee missing? Is it not 100 accuracy?
Can't answer that question for you. Did you get smoke screened?
I didn't think on this. I wasn't paying that much. Missed twice in a row though.
This is how one of our
No.
Pokemons is going to die, as we're
Okay.
just going to be
Smoke
not paying
screen.
attention.
I must have been smoke screened because it is 100 accuracy. That's three in a row.
You might have been smoke screened like twice.
I feel like I would have noticed at least one of them. There's one. It's okay.
This will be the time it hits.
I have another water Pokemon. Yep, you're right.
That's how it always goes.
Level 12 Typhlosion. Illegal.
So, John, I've been wondering. I
Mm-hmm.
know that you have a Switch,
I have two of them.
and I know that you have played a lot of Pokemon on that Switch.
Yeah.
What else do you play on your Switch? Because you're not, I would not categorize you as a Nintendo fan.
Let's see. What I've played on the Switch. Played some Mario Kart with the fam. Played Super Smash Bros. Let's see. Animal Crossing. All the Pokemon we talked about.
Were you into Animal Crossing? Was that like
Yeah, I like Animal Crossing.
interesting? Okay.
What else? I played through most of the first Breath of the Wild. Uh, what else did I play? The Fire Emblem games.
Oh yeah, that's fair. You are a big Fire Emblem guy.
Mm-hmm. Less and less so these days.
Well, there's one whole good Fire Emblem on the Switch, so that's pretty exciting.
Which one are you referring to? Engage?
Which one do you think I'm referring to, John?
I figure it's Engage because of the.
I'm offended. No, I adore Three Houses. I think
Okay.
that's a
I
fantastic. I
enjoyed
think
Three
that's
Houses. I couldn't make it through a second playthrough. I wanted to play one of the other houses, and I couldn't make myself play through it again. It just takes
I
so
just
long.
it does take a while. I just last year finished my second playthrough
Mm-hmm.
doing I did the Golden Deer, then last year I did the Blue Lions. And granted, it was 5 years later, so I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. First, I did the Blue Lions, and then I tried to go in and do the Gold Deer, and then just stopped partway through. I don't remember why. I was just tired of the in between stuff I had to do between combat, and
Sure.
for the most part, that stuff's not required, but it's kind of feels necessary at the same time.
The only thing that I stopped doing was I stopped doing the lost items
Yeah.
because that was just taking forever, and that's the same on every playthrough. And then I spent most of my time either doing like tutoring with professors to raise my skills
Mm-hmm.
or meals with students and staff to like raise support.
Yeah. Okay.
But I agree. If I were to try to jump into another playthrough right now, I would also get stuck on that part. I will say though, story wise, Golden Deer has a much better, much more compelling narrative than the Blue Lions
Really?
does. Yeah.
I could see that. I kind of
So
thought the time
I'm
jump thing was kind of weird on the blue line. How they
yeah. So
ended up.
mild spoilers, not for anything you haven't played, John, but just
Hmm.
for the Blue Lions route. But just for the audience. So I kind of want to punch this guy. Should I punch this guy?
Wouldn't fire be better?
Well, yeah, that's true. Ground doesn't resist fire, does it?
Bad.
Let's find out. I just don't want to get earthquaked.
Still ground?
Yeah, he's steel ground.
Oh.
Oh, that's not much at all.
Oh, well, maybe try it. Maybe try what your first
Oh
choice was.
no, get out of there.
Woo! Critical. Okay, it was a critical. That makes sense.
What are the odds this guy has pursuit?
I don't think Steelix has pursuit. If it does, I would be surprised.
Okay, this is not good. This guy?
Bumpy boy?
He resists steel and rock, and then mudshot would be super effective, I think.
Yeah.
Stains makes sense
I
to
don't
me.
remember
Anyway,
ground weaknesses.
so the whole thing with I always want to call him Leon, but his name's not Leon, with
Oh, he's
Dimitri.
raging. Yeah.
Does that mean I shouldn't attack him?
It'll build his rage.
Let me growl.
There you go.
So the whole thing with Dimitri and firing three houses is that he the ward basically causes him to snap and go crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And in the Golden Deer playthrough, you encounter that,
Yeah.
but you don't have any background information about why it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just like, whoa, what happened to him? And then I played his game, or I played his storyline, and I still was kind of like, oh, okay. Like, it was really compelling at first, and then it resolved itself in a very uncompelling way.
Yeah, I get that. And I don't fully remember what happens, mostly because I played it when Three Houses released.
Yeah.
So it's been quite a while.
But basically, he's being super angsty and killing everybody, and everybody's like, "You need to calm down," and he says, "No, you need to calm down." And then somebody he cares about dies, and he's like, "I was wrong. Let me change my personality completely now." And it's like that.
Reminds me of our Mass Effect playthrough.
Yeah.
You were absolutely right. I should not be terrorizing the galaxy. Thank you for converting me.
Oh, I fully expected it to go full on like Tyrant King, and like the final boss of the playthrough would be him. I thought that would be really bold, but alas. But still a very good game. Engage, yes, does have good combat, but the story and the characters to me aren't nearly as likable, generally speaking. So I just can't put it above Three Houses, even though Three Houses does have a little bit of extra bloat that you can kind of skip and engage if you're not into the social stuff.
Does Payback do more damage to you if you damage the enemy?
That sounds right. So if you hit the enemy first, then Payback does extra if they attack second. Also, keep in mind that Drift Flume definitely has Aftermath, and you're going to take damage after you defeat it.
Yeah, I misclicked and clicked Fury Attack against a Ghost Pokemon, so that's kind of why. Just took some free damage there. All right,
that's okay. Everybody gets some free damage sometimes.
Yep. I'm trying to think of any other games I kind of played on the Switch. I know there was one title I got from the Switch Online. I can't remember the name of it. Maybe Overland or something like that. It's just like a turn-based combat, basically a world that's being overrun by these bugs, and so you have.
Into the Breach.
No, I don't think so.
Different strategy game about a world being overrun by
basically
bugs.
You have to go scavenge and stuff to survive, and then you have to try to pick up weapons and gasoline and vehicles so you can keep moving forward. And the further you get, the more difficult the game is. And it's basically like a roguelike.
Helldivers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Is it relatively new or is it an older game?
I've had it for a few years, so I'd say older. Mm,
I'm really trying to think of what that might be. You said it's a strategy game?
yeah.
I want to guess though.
Yeah, that's
Is
the
it
right
Ogre
name.
Blood?
It's called Overland. I did get the name right.
Okay, I've never heard of that. That's fair. I got a bike, John.
That's awesome. What was the final Pokemon that she had for you?
I don't know. I killed it too fast. No, I think it was that Steelix.
Ah, okay. Ooh, got a critical hit. All right,
Don't forget about
now.
Aftermath.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Like, I'm not gonna be devastated if
Hmm.
my Linoon dies, but I won't be happy.
Can swap to Polyclops into a water gun. I'm just worried about payback. Just doing a decent chunk of damage.
Yeah, maybe it'll use Gust.
Because either way, I'm gonna have to take two hits and the aftermath. So,
Was our rule that we can't use items in battle?
we can use one, and I used it.
Oh, okay. This should do it. You should be all right.
Hopefully.
And maybe it doesn't have Aftermath. Maybe it has a. Oh. Oh no.
That's not gonna be enough to kill it. I
No,
don't
it
think it can
won't.
do 29 to me, so I'm gonna hit it now.
I'll let it
Since I'm
crit you.
faster, hope it doesn't crit. Okay, and then aftermath should be low damage. Yeah,
Oof, oof, oof,
and
oof, oof, oof.
aftermath should be low damage now that it's so weak. And what do you have? I can only I can't hit it with
None
Marrow
of those
Fur,
moves.
and everyone else is injured except for you. Is payback a
Yeah, it's dark.
dark? So that's super effective, right?
Yeah, that's a bad idea. I wouldn't do that.
I'm gonna have to do a pursuit on Dodri buff. I got you. That's the most HP I have that can do anything.
We're both dealing with our own trials. I gotta go talk to the underground man.
Yeah, you poor thing. Oh, it gusted me. Okay, that's good. That should be a little. Oh wow. Okay.
Get him.
Yeah, at least I would go first. There we go.
Wait.
Okay.
Hey,
Big tension.
worked out. Also, would not have been upset about Doja Buff dying.
I would have. That's my best Pokemon right now.
Yeah, but I would have been fine.
Old reliable.
Old reliable.
I just made you pick Quilava for.
I'll take a Quilava.
No, no, no. You won't get one.
Oh yeah, that's true. I would have Meryl, which would be fine.
Yeah. All the water. I
I would
mean, I
rather
have
have the
two water
Meryl.
Pokemon. You just have. Yeah, you'd be.
All right. You need to go get the bike, and you also have to get the underground kit from the house next to the Pokemon Center.
Okay, go get a heal first. Just
Yeah,
crazy happens.
yeah, no, that's fair. I think we go. Think we go east next.
Sure.
Which I also think we've already had an encounter east. Oh wait, we can go south and get a new encounter.
Let's say,
I think.
are we supposed to go south?
I don't know. South leads back to Orberg, so that's why I was assuming no. But we have the bike, so we can like go that way now.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's just a shortcut.
But it is a new encounter because it's Route 206.
Yeah, we can go grab that. A bike shop. Here.
Oh, and Professor Rowan's assistant's there to give us an experience share.
Oh, okay. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, this is a cycling road.
Yeah, as
Do
I
we want
said,
to do Cycling Road?
it's a lot of trainers. I think I'm okay on that for right now.
You say you don't want to do Cycling Road?
I think I'm all right. Yeah.
Okay. Follow your lead, Captain. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's any other exciting stuff about this Switch 2. Did you hear the price?
Yeah, it's like 450 or something, right?
450, or you can get it in a bundle with Mario Kart World, which
Okay.
makes it 500.
Is that supposed to save you money?
Well, Mario Kart World costs $80, so it saves you
Is
$30.
this where you went? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
211, is this new?
No, we did this before we did Gardenia's Gym. I don't remember what we caught, but we did, or lost, but we definitely did it.
I don't know why I was about to change my Pokemon. Like this hiker's gonna have rock Pokemon or something.
Well, it's randomized, so you never really know.
Yeah. 50-50 shot. Either it has it or it don't.
So, what do you think about the prices, John? $450 Switch, $80 Mario Kart.
They're
Seems
pretty
like
high.
$70 everything else.
That's pretty high, honestly. But they might be using something that my work told us about. It's called inflationary pricing. It's
Yeah.
when the market itself has inflated their prices, so every other company does the same because why not? Now, doesn't that sound wonderful?
Yeah, I've seen a few different takes on the price. I've seen some people being like, yeah, it stinks, but everything's expensive, so it is what it is.
And
I've
that's
seen
what they hope for. That right there.
I've seen some people being defensive of it and being like, well, if you adjust for inflation, then it's like basically the same price that a Switch was when it came out. Um, I've seen other people say that Nintendo's just being super greedy and terrible now that they're finally successful again.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one, which I think is the most interesting, is um, this is all Trump's fault because the tariffs forced them to raise the price higher.
Tariffs just started though. It would have had no
And
effect on
don't
the
get me
price.
wrong,
I'm not agreeing, or I'm
I
not
I don't like
agreeing to
Donald Trump at all.
that.
I don't know, with or without him, I don't know that the price would have changed.
It wouldn't have, not in this case. Mm-hmm.
It is worth noting though that they announced the Switch's price in the morning slash early afternoon on April 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
And then Trump revealed all of his tariffs for like every country in the world and also some remote islands that only have penguins on them.
Yeah, yeah, I heard
Um,
about that.
yeah, he did that Tuesday later in the day, or not Tuesday, but April 2nd later in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day, Nintendo said, actually, pre-orders for the Switch 2 in America are postponed indefinitely.
Yeah. Now that could
So,
be directly related, but the
and
first
people
part
were,
was not.
yeah, but now people are just like, why did they do that? Are they
Maybe they
considering
didn't think it
options
was.
about, are they going to raise the price now?
I was gonna
Like,
say maybe they didn't think this was gonna be an issue, and then it happened.
but
Like most
I
of the
don't know.
American people.
I think that it's expensive. Like, it
Yeah.
really is, but it's the best I can tell, it's about as powerful as, or slightly less powerful than like an Xbox Series S,
Mm-hmm.
which is like the cheaper version of the modern Xbox, which is still pretty powerful.
Yeah.
And for that to be handheld, it's a little bit more than a base Steam Deck and a
Mm-hmm.
lot less than other mobile gaming devices right now.
Yeah.
So I'll admit that I'm a huge Nintendo sucker and I'm going to try to buy this day one, even though I do think it's kind of expensive. But also, I feel like while it's fair to complain and criticize that it's expensive as it is, I don't know if it's as unreasonable as people are making it out to be.
I mean, if all that extra money made them make a better Pokemon game, I might be for it. But
Look,
I
I'm
know
all
those are
for
completely different companies, but still.
yeah, say I'm all for crapping on Pokemon games, but that's not Nintendo's fault, really.
I know, I know.
That being said, $80
They're
for
they're definitely gonna have
Mario
the
Kart
hardware
World is
for it.
crazy.
Yeah. Getting set up on by this Curlia. Like double teamed 4 or 5 times.
Do you have 100% accurate moves like Swift or anything?
Not that I recall.
I just got submission.
Finally hit though.
Hurts the user slightly. Never gonna use that.
Yeah, I always hated those moves as a kid. I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. Me as an adult, same thing.
Right. I'm gonna go heal real quick and
I
then
got
run into
Endeavor.
the
Wow.
cave.
Speaking of moves that hurt you,
Endeavor doesn't hurt you.
is that not the one that hurts you? Really?
No, Endeavor, I believe, does extra damage if you have a status effect.
Where did it go? That was at the top. An attack move that cuts down the foe's HP equal to the user's HP. Oh, you have to have low health to
That
use it.
that's correct.
Okay.
I was thinking of Facade. My mistake.
Oh, good. I
Yeah,
still want
so
to pronounce
Endeavor
that as
evens out your
fake.
cause HP.
Yeah. I still want to pronounce it as fake because that's how I thought to say it as a kid.
Yeah,
And I just
me
can't get
too.
over that. Oh, I can tell what I caught
Kave.
here. A cool lava.
All right. Do I have Pokeballs? I ran all the way out here. I don't know if I do.
Did we do the cave already?
7. No, we haven't done this cave yet.
Okay.
Mount Cornet. Should I get more Pokeballs?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna check how many I have on.
Ooh, Golbat.
Oh, I need to go talk to that guy to get the XP share as well. Not that we really need it, but it might be nice to have.
Yeah, there might be a niche case for it. So are you planning on getting a Switch 2 day one?
Not day one. I would like for them to come out with some games I want to play.
That's valid. What would be if there's like one game that flipped a switch for you and you're like, oh, I'm gonna get it for this? What would it be?
Actually, I don't quite know because I really don't want the Pokemon based on what I've seen. And
Look at
usually that would be what I would want to buy it for.
they're releasing Switch 2 versions of a handful of Switch 1 games. Look at the footage for the Pokemon ZA. It looks tremendously better. I'm not saying it looks as good as some of the other games they showed, but it doesn't look broken.
Doesn't look like trash.
It
Is that what
doesn't
you're
look like
saying?
trash. That's correct.
It doesn't. Okay. I was waiting for go.
Like
Yeah, it
again,
still kind of does.
it I don't think it looks like trash. Like it doesn't look as bad as Scarlet and Violet.
Okay.
I think it looks better than Sword and Shield.
Okay.
If that
Yeah, I think
is
that
a
does
good
help.
if
Sword
that's
and
a
Shield
good thing.
wasn't that bad. Scarlet and Violet was bad.
Yeah. And the biggest thing that sold it for me was the lighting. The lighting looked decent and there were shadows and the shadows were not pixelated.
Okay.
So I would take a look at that if Pokemon might be your, trigger game.
Oh, we can't come in here. We
But
don't have strength.
oh really? Well,
We
we
can
can catch
catch the
Pokemon.
Pokemon. Yeah. We got a
Maybe
Charmeleon.
we nice. Why are there so many starters? I guess we're supposed to go south then and maybe head east out of Orberg.
Do I risk a bubble?
Uh, I don't know, man. You're significantly higher level than it. I wouldn't.
Yeah. I did a hypnosis.
I think that's fine. Well, I know that's fine. Are there any items to get, or should I just run around? Oh, I found an electrizer.
I wasn't gonna check that rock, so good you did. I was about to tell you no. Is
You
that one?
gotta check all the rocks.
I think that top one required a strength as well. Oh, a
Oh,
Mareep. I love Mareep.
I love Mareep. John, you have to catch this.
I'm trying.
If you kill it, I will
sleeping.
never forgive you.
He's sleeping. Sleepy sleeping.
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
It's okay, Nightshade does damage based on levels, so you literally couldn't have
Okay,
killed it.
good. Good, good,
Honestly, the
good.
perfect move for trying to catch something. Alright, I caught one.
All right, fingers crossed.
We're going Marmelian.
Oh, that's gross.
Chareep.
Charreep is also pretty gross. Come on, Marie, don't do this.
We could go by their
Should I
future names.
astonish?
No. I just
No.
no.
Okay.
I just keep throwing. How many Pokeballs you got?
Like 17.
Oh yeah, just keep throwing. I caught mine with no damage, but with sleeping. You should be
Yeah,
fine.
but yours is a Charmeleon. Mine's a Mareep.
Oh okay.
And it was also sleeping. Wait, hold on.
Wait, what? Was it really?
You said it was, didn't you? Didn't
Charmeleon
you hit?
was, yeah. It was
Yeah,
full
yeah, that's what I'm
health.
saying.
It was full health though.
But it was sleeping. Fine, I'll just keep throwing Pokeballs.
Funny enough, the description for this Charmeleon matches perfectly for where I caught it. In the Rocky Mountains where Charmeleon live, their fiery tails shine at night like stars.
There you go. I got it.
All right, you're coming up
Char
with a name.
Charmeep.
Charmeep.
I like it.
Okay. Or Meep.
Charmeep. Love it. This is my new best friend.
Oh, so I'm hearing we have to put this on our team?
I would like to, but we don't have to.
No, we can. We can. I don't have good type coverage right now. What
Um,
what do we get rid of is the question.
so in order of would most a Rampardos or a Craniodos? That's
Mm-hmm.
cool.
Dang,
Oh, it's just
Shiftry was out here.
Cranidos. I could have sworn there was another A in that. Oh well. Hey, you got a Shiftry. That's a really bad Pokemon in Gen 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried to like it when I played through Gen 3. Couldn't do it.
I used an emulator to do like a fast forward run of Pokemon Emerald one time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just played on max speed for what my laptop could handle at the time, and I did an all grass team. And I used a Shiftry, and it was really, really bad.
That would
I
be
regret using Shiftry instead of Cacturn.
Sceptile. Yeah, why would you not use Cacturn for your 6 Pokemon team? Let's see, you
Just
probably
because
use.
CDOT was easier to get
Let me,
sooner.
let me see if I can get this. Breloom, Sceptile, Shiftry, Tropius,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Roserade.
Nope, Roselia would be in it,
Oh,
but I didn't
there
use
was no Gen
Roselia.
3. Okay. Or it was Gen 3. What other grass Pokemon are in that game? Are
One
there
of them's
that
a
many?
water type.
Oh, Ludicolo.
Yeah,
And then I don't know who the last one
rock
would be.
type.
Water Rock.
No, no, no,
The
no. Grass rock.
right grass rock. It'd be the Lilleep then.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that one
Why?
was
I
also
don't know why I
terrible.
said Water Rock. I was thinking of Lilleep, but the whole time water.
All right, so my heart of hearts, I want to get rid of Doja Buff, but I know that's one of your best, so we
Yeah, I
won't do
can't do
that.
that.
Prawnoon is fine, but it's my TM person
Yeah,
or HM person. So for me, it would be Polyclops to get rid of.
I can accept that.
Okay. I like the idea of having a Dusclops, but it right now is just not putting in the work.
That works out for me because now I don't have 2 water Pokemon.
There you go.
Who is Zatu next to? Monferno? Okay, I can see why you need that.
Yeah, I would like to keep that.
All right. Any other
If I get
changes?
another fire type or a
Mhm.
fighting type, I'm not married to this Monferno, but
All right. Don't forget to rare candy that a little bit.
I was just gonna throw the experience share on, man. I'm just kidding.
I mean, you could.
Have we talked about what starter you're gonna choose for ZA whenever you or if you decide to play it? It's evolving.
I think we did because I completely mixed up who the starters were. But
Okay,
Chikorita.
that's awesome. I really
Dragon
like Chikorita.
Rage on Charmeleon?
Heck yeah,
I didn't know it learned Dragon Rage at 17. Has to be a
that's
Gen
awesome.
4 thing. I don't remember.
Probably.
Yeah. And I have
They were like, no one's
Flamethrower.
gonna have one of these in Gen 4, so it doesn't really matter.
I have Flamethrower. This is the perfect guy to use that on. Get it early.
As long as we don't accidentally kill it.
That would be a U, right? Really, I
As
would
long as
never.
ooh, Cotton Spore.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't that oh reduces speed? I thought
Oh,
that I'm thinking
that's
of
not the one.
Spore.
Yeah, that's not the one I was thinking.
Yeah, that's not the one.
The Crush Grip.
Interesting.
Discharge I have too.
Oh, I wish I had Discharge, because
Uh,
right now all my Charmeek knows is Thundershock. Bolt Tackle? No.
I can teach Charmeleon Flamethrower. I wonder what level it Charizard learns Flamethrower. High level, ain't it?
If I had to guess, I would guess 36 to 42, somewhere in there. Somewhere in that very specific range.
42. Says Google.
Hey,
I don't know if I want to wait that long, but having it in my pocket that I could teach that to anyone's kind of. But see, I'm
yeah,
getting into RPG territory here if I never use it, Also
just
have
use it,
Heat
man.
Wave, but it's
Yeah,
an
that's true.
accuracy of 90. I'll give him Flamethrower. Oh, Doja buff and most of my team can learn Flamethrower. That's kind of
You did randomize it.
yeah. All right, let's
So,
see.
are we agreeing we have to go on uh Cycling Road now?
I feel like we have to. There's no other way to go, right?
Yeah, I think we go Cycling Road and then cut
And
east.
then do we go north?
No, well, after that, we'll hit the city.
Oh, Hard Home. Yeah, Hard
We'll go to
Home
Hard
is the
Home.
next one, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so we got to go down Cycling Road, and then we can catch a Pokemon on 206.
And I leveled mine to 20. What level did you do?
I did 20.
All right, let's do this.
I love Flaffy. Ampharos is fine, but Flaffy is amazing.
I caught a shiny Mareep on BDSP.
Congratulations. Did you use it?
I had already beaten the game. I was just collecting shinies.
I gotcha.
But it is ready for me to use on a Pokemon run if I ever choose to do so.
There's Mega Ampharos. You could use it in ZA.
True. Very true. I actually just
So
backed a Kickstarter game that is similar to an OG Pokemon.
that's cool. What's it called?
Go check. I know part of
Come
the
on, City
name.
Ursa.
Monster Patch. I couldn't remember the second word. You should go check it out. It's pretty cool.
Sounds cool.
Basically, you run around and collect mons. Kind of like what you're similar to, but it's also got like a what's that game everybody loves? It's the farming game.
Stardew Valley?
Yeah, it's kind of got like a Stardew Valley type vibe where you build up like your house and your farm out in front of your house, and you go out and catch monsters. Definitely not mons. Monsters. You can have up to 4 in your party, but they all go out at the same time and do the battle.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That sounds up your alley.
Mm-hmm. So you know me with my monster collecting, my collectathon games. You know how much I love those.
I have another one to recommend you.
Mm-hmm.
I might have talked about it already on here, but it's called Beastie Ball.
I've not heard of that one.
And so Beastie Ball is a sport. It's basically volleyball with Pokemon. And instead of making the Pokemon fight each other, all the Pokemon just have an innate desire to compete in Beastie Ball. So you're a coach who's trying to form a really strong team.
Okay.
And you go out into the wild, you run into the beasties, and then complete challenges to win them over. And then when you catch them, you offer them a jersey for your team. and they can choose to join
That's
you or
kind of
not.
funny. I got
Yeah,
it pulled up right now. I'll definitely go take a look at that.
I'm really excited to try that whenever it. I think it's an early access, or maybe they just released a demo. But I'm really excited to try that when it goes
Got a
1.0.
price listed, so pretty sure it would be out then, right?
It could still be early access if it has a
Yeah,
price.
sure.
Yeah, let's just fight. Don't. Oh my.
Went and looked at
Ooh.
furniture Sunday, right?
Yeah.
And and I went to this place called Haverty's, right? Haverty's
Okay.
Furniture. I sat on a $10,000 couch.
Yeah. Did you love it?
No, it was lackluster in every way you could possibly imagine. And I'm wondering who in their right mind would spend $10,000 on a couch.
Yeah, I was
No.
angry about what I had to spend on my couch, and it wasn't a fraction of that price.
The couch wasn't even comfortable. Like
Oh, I bet.
it was a sectional and everything, but it was still just a regular couch. So how do
Right.
you in your mind think, I'm gonna put a $10,000 price tag on that?
Look,
Also, and you already know how I walked up into that store with my Nikes on, my gym shorts, and my Carhartt T-shirt and my hat. They were like,
they
"Yeah, this
said,
guy ain't buying no."
"Sir, you're in the wrong place."
Yeah. Sorry, there's no public restroom. You're gonna have to go somewhere.
For context for the viewer, John is moving into a new place, and so he's trying to get some furniture.
Yeah, but I did find a couch I really loved there, a leather couch.
Uh,
And would you like to guess how much that couch costs?
20,000. No, 1,500.
$5,000. Am I
Okay,
getting
John.
am I getting a $5,000 couch? No. However, I
Okay,
really liked the couch.
okay.
No. I'm getting a cheaper
I,
couch.
the 1,500 was with the assumption you were getting it.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
No. I found one I loved in there, but it was $5,500. But it was just the perfect couch. Like
are you,
it. Let's just say the $10,000 one was not two times the quality of that one.
sure.
It was probably the other way around, which is crazy to me. How do you go around
Do you
selling $10,000
have your heart
couches?
set on a leather couch?
I think so. After I went and looked at them, I really think I want to give them a go.
Yeah. I mean, best of luck to you.
Yeah.
Um, Not to talk you out of it, I am personally not a fan,
Yeah. Why's that?
just because if you and when I sit on them too long, it like makes me sweat
Oh, interesting. I could see
between
that. Yeah.
between my body and the leather because it doesn't breathe very much.
Yeah.
But I also know people who swear by them, so I don't know, maybe I'm just sweaty.
Taking in all advice. So, well, dear viewers, let us know down in the comment section whether I should get a leather couch or not. But the idea was, I wanted to do a leather couch and possibly two leather recliners to match it too. So, um, so yeah, definitely some ideas I was shooting around, but still got plenty of time to decide. All right,
Best of luck.
random Pokemon question of your day: is Gibble a ground type?
Yes.
Very nice. The dragon ground.
Correct.
It makes him neutral to flying moves.
Correct. Both those types are neutral to
Okay.
flying.
Okay. Ooh, uproar. That good.
It can
It's
be, but I think it
special.
locks you in.
And it's special for Dodrio? No.
I'm gonna thunder wave this guy because I know he's gonna. I'm gonna get confused. I'm gonna lose my mind.
Hmm. How's
That was kind of
how's
strong.
how's the cycling road treating you?
I keep getting statused
Oh,
and having to ride back after every battle.
you've been fighting statisticians, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Good job. Good joke.
Thanks.
I need to
Um,
get out of here. This guy's gonna kill me.
yeah, Grumpig's awful, just in general. I'm not a fan. I
I'm
think
like,
you
this guy's
like
so
Grumpig.
strong. I might die. And you're like, yeah, he's the worst.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't. I'm not saying he's not strong. I'm just saying he's a very tough opponent to have. How about that?
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying you didn't like him at all.
I mean, I wouldn't choose him for my team, but fighting him as an enemy, he's a really good enemy, and
So, but
that
like,
you hate it.
if you're ranking pig Pokemon, he's got to be near the top, surely.
How many different pig Pokemon are there?
I think there's three lines. There's the
Okay,
Spoink line, the Tepig line, and the Lechonk line. That's
he's
all
definitely
I
in the
can.
top three. I would say he's number two. He's definitely number two. I think Lechonk is last for me. Hopefully that didn't hurt anyone's feelings.
I like Lechonk itself, but I don't like its evolution.
Okay,
Either form.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I think that's my
Yeah.
problem with it.
They did that in Gen 8 too, where like the normal type they introduced was awesome.
I'm fighting God.
And that you're what?
God
Oh
Mia.
God, Mia. What the heck? Why does it say that?
It randomizes the names, and I don't know why it would have God in the
That's what I'm saying.
randomizer.
But so far it's just been randomizing like other classes. It
Yeah,
hasn't just added its own. That's crazy.
it's like Eminem, Rap God, Pokemon
Rap God.
God,
That would be really funny if it said Rap God Mia or whatever her name was.
Mia, Rap God Mia has a Loudred
I,
on the team.
I like the idea of a cyclist stare stopping you dead in your tracks. Because I was zooming and
They all
suddenly
know
I wasn't
Psychic,
anymore. That Vulpix looks like a child crawling around on all fours.
Oh wow.
Da, 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 da. Audience can't even hear my music.
They hear mine though.
Yeah, but it's not the same as mine. It's not what I'm singing along to. John, I take it you looked away from your screen for a second because you just dodged like 3 trainer battles.
Yeah, I did. That's the only time I'd ever dodged that many trainer battles. See, it ended the fight automatically. Like
Right.
I was sitting there replying to a message really quick, and I'm fighting another god, God Mark. I guess that's all. Well, I'm guessing all my cyclists are just God.
It's the calves.
Yeah, they have mastered this plane of existence. They've mastered cycling, so we're moving on to another realm. Bubble beam. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I can sing along to my music,
Yeah, you can.
and the audience can hate
I
it
can't
just
hear
as
your
much.
music, but it'll sound great on the recording, I'm sure.
I'm sure nothing's better than me singing
Driplim's so
or humming.
scary.
Yeah, I
Trying
know.
to.
I was fighting it earlier. I know how you
Oh, it's
feel.
focus energy. I don't like
That's
that at all.
that is the very first thing it did in my fight, and then it just
Oh,
spammed paybacks,
one shot, oh,
trying to
two
make it a
shot,
hot air
two shot.
balloon, huh? Have all the little quips for the day.
I've never. Oh, I did not even think about the fact this is a flying type. Don't crit, don't crit. Okay.
Mm.
This should kill. It might leave it with a sliver.
No, I think you got it. High damage roll. Mm.
That's okay. I was gonna say I'll just use a priority move, but none of my priority moves affect it. So,
Well, this is the only time I'll be able to say I have the power of God and anime on my side over here. You're
John, I
welcome.
like to think you've been just sitting on that one. Like, how can I work this in naturally? And then eventually just built up and came out.
I just had to say it.
He's like, hey, I got a joke. Just all of a sudden. All right, we should be fine. Ooh, an Electabuzz.
I kind of really love Electabuzz. I actually have never used one for a playthrough, but I love the design.
This might be the first time I've ever seen an Electabuzz sprite in game.
Yeah.
Truly, I like it too. I like it and Magmar and I like that whole like trio.
So fun fact: Elekid is orange when it's shiny. I'm pretty sure Electabuzz is also orange when it's shiny. Would you like to know who's not orange when it's shiny?
Electivire.
Electivire. It's a different yellow. I'm pretty sure. if my
It's
memory is
exciting.
not failing me. No, it's not, because
No.
when you want to name your Electabuzz after a favorite childhood character, it doesn't make any sense anymore when it's not orange.
And which character would this be?
That would be Tigger from Winnie the Pooh.
Oh,
Because
because you
he's
have the
got the little
stripies.
tail, yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, Electabuzz or Electivire doesn't have the tail anyway.
Yeah, I guess. He grows out of it, huh?
Yeah. I wish it's like
Mm-hmm.
Goku, it just pops off. Uh, I've always seen so the first time I ever saw Electivire was on a my my cousin who was significantly older than me
mm-hmm.
printed off black and white images of all the Gen 4 Pokemon that had been leaked or
Yeah.
revealed, one or the other, and then brought that to a family gathering and gave it to me. So
Here, have some spoilers.
so well, I was a kid. I was just super excited there were new Pokemon. I didn't really care
Yeah.
about it at the time, but like about the spoilers.
Yeah.
But so the first time I saw, I remember specifically Electivire and Pachirisu, but there were a handful of others on there. The first time I saw them, they were black and white,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh,
so I just colored them in. So I colored Pachirisu like a normal squirrel. I mean, I like brown,
yeah.
and then Electivire, I was like, well, that's clearly a Yeti, and so
It
I
does look
just
like a
left it.
Yeti in that sprite.
I just left it white, and so I've always wanted shiny Electivire to be
White.
white.
Yeah, it angers me to a great amount that there are shiny Pokemon that are shiny. Like, how hard is it to just pick a different color?
Yeah,
But at
I
least that's
wonder.
been consistent throughout the whole series, you know?
I wonder how much of that is automated. Like, do you think they just like plug the sprite into a
Well, it seems.
like a tool?
Well, it looks like the last one was made by ChatGPT, so I don't know. Probably most of it.
A there's some good Pokemon in Gen 9.
No, I meant the game.
Yeah, the game is rough. So the problem is it's a fun game. It just doesn't run
Yeah.
like
The
in
premise
any
was good.
acceptable way.
Poor
I had a really
execution
fun time with
entirely.
it. I got really sucked in. Um, they announced that for you can upgrade to the Switch 2 versions of some games, like I said earlier. So like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, they only have one save file, but if you upgrade to the Switch 2 version, you get a
Mm-hmm.
second save file, as
Mm-hmm.
my understanding. So you don't have to delete your old save to start a new one. And part of me,
Uh oh. Oh, this isn't a. Never mind.
hey, that's
She's
not
my
the rival.
friend.
You're good.
It's just you. Right hand versus seeker. Dang. Should.
I'll choose left, and I'll get whatever the other thing was.
There you go. More. Oh, I got a
um,
dowsing machine too. So that was another game.
nice. But anyway, I kind of want to. I don't want to spend more money on Scarlet and Violet,
Yeah.
but I do kind of want it to run better, and I kind of want to play through the game with it running well.
Yeah.
So I don't know. How'd you get through those trainers so fast? I still have two more.
I got a Charmeleon recently, and he's kind of carrying the team now.
Yeah, I
He's
guess my Flaffy using Thundershock is not really putting in the same work.
besides besides Pikachu, this is the mascot for Pokemon. So
Charmeleon?
Charizard line. So it's overpowered.
Yeah.
Have we caught a 206 yet?
No, that's the new route.
All right. Should
And
I
there's
wait on
also
you?
Wayward Cave at the back.
I'll go heal then.
Thanks. I'll be
Oh
just
wait,
another minute.
wait. I have to use my bike to get down.
You can go down there, you just have to use your bike to get back up.
Okay. Oh no.
So as long as you have your
Wait.
bike, you're good.
Is this is 206? We already have 206.
This
Right?
is 207.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Oh.
You're right. It's 207. Right.
Yeah, yeah.
206 is okay.
Yeah. I also thought I was wrong, so it's fine.
Been there, done that.
I really like the pink Gastrodon.
Mm-hmm.
The blue one doesn't do anything for me, but the pink one's really cute.
I like them both equally. Have you seen the YouTube video of the basically the premise is they're animated shorts of Pokemon in their natural environment, and they have a either AI David Attenborough do it or someone that sounds similar to him,
Yeah.
and they just make Pokemon animations like David What's the
like
show?
nature
Yeah,
documentaries.
nature documentary. And
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those.
you seen the
It's really
Clodsire
impressive,
one?
but the Pokemon usually look kind of creepy.
Have you seen the Clodsire one? Know how much you
I
love
have not seen the
Clodsire.
Clodsire one.
You should definitely do that whenever we're done.
Okay, this Granbull is bulky.
Again, you're hitting all of these mons that are pretty decent opponents. Like Gramble and Grumpig, I put in the same boat in difficult fight.
You're like, I never want to use them, but I respect them.
Yeah, and same thing with the Perugly as well. I think all three of them are kind of in the same boat for me.
The only thing I know about Perugly is it has a higher speed stat than like some legendary Pokemon. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, I was making jokes about Charmeleon being overpowered. I kind of did give him Flamethrower though.
You really did.
So I think that's kind of on me because I was looking at his stats and it's basically the same as Zatu's.
Yeah.
Zatu's is actually better at a lower level. Everyone's loving
If
hearing the Zatu and things yelling every time I swap between these.
well, if that Zatu had Psychic, then
Yeah, I would actually use it. Yeah. Right now, it doesn't really have that good a move. I don't think I've used it all day.
well,
You know what? Well, I can't put you at the front for this battle. You're going to be useless.
All right. I'm gonna go back to Eternity Heal, and then I'll be good to go to 206.
I think I'm just going to Rock Smash whatever my opponent is, since that only does like 1 damage, right?
I mean, it's very weak. I think it's like 40.
40, yeah. Probably my weakest move. No Peck is actually weaker, funny enough. Peck
I
on
wish I had
Zatu actually would be good to fight.
but the
Here.
Peck has Stab, so it'll be stronger than Maripert's
True.
Rock Smash.
I could just do Flamethrower. That'd be fine, right?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
A Bubble 20. Oh, I could do Bubble. It's stab,
Yeah,
but
like,
there's still no way that's above 40 after stab.
yeah, that might be your weakest. Either that or Rock Smash are gonna be your weakest attacks. It depends on how high Crawdont's special attack is,
Let's see.
or physical. I'm not sure what Bubble is. I assume it's special.
It's special. And 47. So. Yeah. I think I'm good. Yeah. Let's
Okay.
go with Crawdont.
I'm gonna use Linoon with Rock Smash. Actually, no, I'm gonna use Jigglypuff.
Okay. Are you
That's
heading this way?
What it's for. Yeah, I just
Okay.
need to move Jigglypuff to the front. Almost there. Gotta talk to this girl first. I have a flag in the fashion case.
Yeah. Just go right immediately. If not, you'll talk to me.
Berries. But I need to know what's in his left hand.
Oh, that's true.
I can do that later.
All right. What are you hoping for before we do this? What type, at least?
What type?
Mm-hmm.
My type coverage is decent. I have 2 normal types, which isn't great. Dragon would would be nice, not to state the obvious.
Yeah.
Dragon would be good. Ice would be a good offensive hat. Just have something to answer dragons, honestly. Dragon or ice.
Yeah, I was feeling that.
What about you?
Electric would be very nice as well, or not grass. Either one of those.
Yeah,
Or
steel
would also
be great because steel is great defensive typing.
Or just cut a random tree or a normal Pokemon. Sure.
Oh, it's Apom. I like Apom.
Does it evolve in this game?
It does. It evolves into a monstrosity, but it does evolve. Hey, speaking of normal types and monstrosities.
Oh wow. We sure got some great choices here. We're in agreement. We're never using these.
I mean, not unless we have to.
Yeah.
Did I get rid of Sing? Oh no, it's right there.
Oh, Bubble is perfect.
I really, really like Apom, and when I heard it was getting an evolution, I got so excited.
It's
and
so
then I saw
ugly
it,
though.
and I was like, "Oh no, what happened, Apom?"
I really liked Apom, and the anime really made me like it too because its personality was just funny.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of Momo from Avatar. And
Avatar, yeah.
And then it just turned into ugh.
I always think of the Entei movie, Pokemon,
Yeah.
the third movie,
Mm-hmm.
because the trainer or Pokemon Ranger, whatever she is, in the opening has an Apom.
Okay.
So that was like the first time I really saw that Pokemon because we had
Yeah.
that on VHS.
Hmm.
So it was really, really impactful for my adoration of that little purple monkey.
I get that. I remember watching those. I don't remember the Apom. Guess it didn't stand out to me as much as all the millions of unknown.
Yeah, that's fair. It's not like a main
Yeah.
character's Pokemon, but it's
It's
in
a
there.
side plot, you know?
All right, go back to sleep. She just has been using foresight, or he, excuse me. That's
Yeah.
what I get for assuming.
Dare you assume.
Yeah, I know
Um,
it's 2025. I gotta.
step it up. Um, you
Well,
reminded
I
me.
named the last one, so this is all you.
It's a bunny. What do you mean?
A punny, you mean?
Yeah, I guess. Um, but AI.
Gosh,
Uh, oh, you reminded me of the first Pokemon movie, or is it the first one, Pokemon 2000, with Mewtwo in it?
that's the no. That's not the first one's Mewtwo.
That's not Pokemon 2000, then. No, that was the one with Ho-Oh,
No,
right?
Pokemon 2000 is the one with Lugia.
Lugia. Okay. But anyway, you reminded me of that movie with Mewtwo because of that one trainer who's like, I only train water Pokemon. And then
Yeah.
it shows him with his Nidoqueen. Like, it shows all his Pokemon in the pool and Nidoqueen just standing there going, hey,
I am also a water Pokemon.
I am
I am
blue.
blue. I am blue and can learn surf. Therefore,
I am water.
if we keep going, we can find another encounter in the cave.
Okay, I got a max elixir. I'll take that.
Oops. What could we have gotten?
I know, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, well,
You
your
know what?
other choices aren't that good. Oh,
Little
Motham.
relieved, honestly.
Ambipom or Motham?
I mean, Motham might be better than Apom, but Ambipom's decent. Like,
Just ugly.
especially if it has Technician, which I doubt it would have, but if it did.
Rose Incense. Ups your rose type moves in battle.
Hey, more berries.
Grass type moves. Okay. Rossberry. Fact. Give us the facts. What's a Rossberry good for?
It heals burns.
You are correct. Job. Dun.
Another what could have been.
Ooh, that would have
Oh,
been pretty good.
it would have been good eventually, but it would
Ooh,
have
could have had my
been
bird.
rough.
Could have had me a Spearow.
I already have a Spearow, so that doesn't count, right?
No, it still counts for me.
Oh, okay. I gotta get out of here.
Ooh, a flame plate. That'll be great on my Crawdaunt.
That'd be great on your Arceus.
I was gonna say
Chesterberry.
it works, right? It actually works to boost fire moves, right?
It does.
Okay.
You just said Crawdon, so I didn't know you were actually
That
being.
was I was joking. All right. Everybody's healed. I'm gonna save Crawdaunt for my fight.
There's that
Pokemon.
hiker up ahead, just so you
Yeah.
know.
Just about to run into him, but I got a wild Pokemon again. But I had Armaldo. I'd have used it.
Armaldo's fine. Not the best move pool, at least in Gen 3.
He is very
Swellow,
slow as well.
yeah. I adore Swellow.
Mm-hmm. I used Swallow in my run.
I use it in my Ruby Sapphire run, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Swellow's probably my third favorite
Infernape? Okay.
regional bird.
I'm not weak to fighting moves, which are million
No, you'd
things.
be neutral, and this is kind of scary, but Dragon Rage should
Yeah.
be fine.
I didn't want to swap. I have a water Pokemon, but didn't want to. Oh no, not Ember.
What's your favorite bird Pokemon?
Bird Pokemon? That's a tough one.
Yeah, I guess I mean like the regional birds, but it can be any bird, I guess.
Kind of hard not to say Pidgeot.
Because you're basic.
Yeah. Well, it was the first one, that I
Sure,
used. Mm,
I get that.
let's see. What was the newest games one? That's kind of sad for me to ask.
Kilowattrel?
Okay, I didn't like that one. That's easy.
I didn't either.
Pelipper was fine. Uh, I don't know. I really liked Corviknight, honestly. I like Corviknight
Okay.
more than Talonflame, but
Oh, me
Talonflame
too.
was really good.
Talonflame is great and everything. I cannot stand the fact that they called it Talonflame.
Yeah, I get that.
That'd be like if Mareep was Zappy Wool or Monferno was Burning Fist. Like it doesn't. That's not the scheme of how Pokemon are named.
Can't
And I won't stand
escape.
for it, John.
Yeah. Sit down. Be humble. How does this Electrode have better speed than me at level 15?
Dude, Electrode is fast.
I can tell. He just
That's
rolls
like,
down the hill.
dude. You better be careful. That thing has
I'm
an
trying.
explosion probably.
And Sonic Boom.
All right, I'm here. Dragon type. Dragon. Ooh. Oh, I can't catch it.
Got away. Why
Well,
can't
no,
you?
you have a
I
Quilava.
have cool. Not you. You're good.
I thought if either of us encountered it, it didn't count, but
No.
that's not correct.
No, we can. You can catch it.
I don't want it.
Oh.
No, it's okay. We've already
So,
established the rules.
yeah. Okay, so I don't know why I just swapped to Dojobo. Really needed this guy. This gal. Who would
Let's
I
see if I
get?
know how Copycat works. This should make me use Quick Attack.
Dun, dun, dun. I got a Combi. Please be female.
A male Combi, no
Dang.
less.
Dang.
So
Well,
it
it's a
doesn't
good
really
thing you
matter
didn't
what
want to use
this Pokemon
Typhlosion.
is. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. If my Monferno dies, maybe, but while I like Typhlosion better than Infernape, Infernape would be more handy to have around.
Yeah.
Stay asleep. No,
The
that's the
backup
opposite of what I wanted.
the backup team's looking a bit lackluster.
I'm gonna have a Typhlosion. I don't know what you're saying. Go back to sleep, dude. Uh-oh. Don't worry, John. I'll switch out.
Okay. I know you can do it. You got this.
Thanks. I appreciate that. What's the gender ratio on Combi? Are the female ones like super rare?
I think so, yeah. Let's Google it.
Not attack. Here we
Bulbapedia,
go.
what you got for me? 12.5% gender ratio for female.
Is that one? I'm not gonna start guessing fractions. I'll just sound dumb.
I don't know what fraction. 12 out of 100.
Yeah.
Cut in half. 6 out of 50. 3 out of 25.
It's like close. It's like 9 something percent, I think.
Yeah, I was just doing it without the 0.5, but the 0.5
Or not
actually
9
is
something percent,
important.
but like 1 over. Never
Yeah.
mind. Never mind. We're done. I'm gonna name this guy. I was gonna say Comflosion, but that's a bad idea. So we're gonna name it Tybee. Tybee.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah, the other name I don't think would be very
Yeah,
good.
we're gonna walk that one back immediately. All right, I'm out. The cave's dark and I'm scared. I'm gonna head back to Orberg City. There's no more
I'm
battles between here and there, correct?
I don't think so. No, I walked
Okay.
there. I walked there already and healed.
Okay.
You just got to talk to me and choose the left hand. So we get something
got it.
different.
Find out what he's hiding.
All right, how'd you spell this?
Ty
And just B-E-E.
Bee
All right.
B. There you go. Hey, Shift Tree. We were just talking about you, dude.
We were just making fun of you. Fancy, you should
Don't tell
show
him
up.
that. He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
I got to
Oh,
remind him.
please don't use Pursuit.
There were apalms in here too. How is that possible?
Just hanging out.
Oh, just hanging around.
Seems pretty reasonable if they'd wandered into me. I don't know.
Yeah, wrong. He got lost.
Would you have rather caught another Apom than a Combi?
Now that I do get to do, but no, I'd rather have the Combi. I'm gonna use them equally though.
Not at all.
I could have had a Shelgon though.
Hey, I could have a Pupitar. We could have been pseudo legendary buddies.
Yeah, we could have. Disappointing.
Left. Oh, I got the Versus Seeker.
Aw.
You think he had 2 Versus Seekers?
Must have. I could have Swinub.
That's good.
Yeah, I like Swinub.
It's good typing. Very slow. Makes it hard to use, but that's good typing.
I think Mamoswine is just fine.
Yeah.
I like the first two. Oh, wow. Hey, look, it's me.
Hey, it's you. Except, oh, no, never mind. I was going to say except male, but yours is male too.
Me. I like to think instead of using his bicycle, I'm running around in my Dodrio. Dun, dun, dun.
That's what Pokemon Let's Go Eevee is for.
Very true.
Those games rock in handheld mode because you don't have to do the dumb catching mechanic.
I have to buy me some repels.
Oh, that's a good idea, honestly. We're about to go through Mount Cornet.
Hey, look, a Lunatone.
Oh, that's not a... Hey, a Lunatone.
A nighttime Soul Rock.
Say Lunatone or Solrock. What's your vibe?
I like Lunatone, but just design.
I think I like Solrock better.
Okay.
But that's because I had Pokemon Ruby, and that was the version exclusive for that.
Oh.
I'm also going to buy some repels. I'm going to buy 10. And then a couple escape ropes.
Good call. I still have teleport, maybe?
I think you should.
Yeah, because Zatu hasn't learned anything else.
All right.
I think we have a rival battle coming up, but I don't know. I think it's when we get to Hard Home.
So I bet it's at the mouth of the cave. Or not the mouth, in Heart Home. The other side. The other mouth.
Yeah.
The second mouth, as they call it.
The exit mouth.
The exit. Gross. Oh. I think before we jump into this...
battle? Yeah.
I think before the double battle is a good place to stop.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a good call.
We can jump into peril next time.
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds good.
Yeah. So everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this at all, be sure to... John, what did you ask them to tell you?
Something about couches.
So whether or not you like leather couches? Was
exactly,
that it?
Yeah.
Like that?
Exactly. Whether they like them or not.
That's the question of the day. But really, thank you for watching. If you are liking and subscribing, sharing it helps a lot. But thank you for being here. Had a great time, John. Thank you as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Yeah.